Alright guys, so today I'm gonna be showing you how to do the Among Us trend, which took me about 3 hours with no pro on CapCut, which the edit looks like this. Anyways, right now I'm gonna be showing you the screenshots you will need to take for the edit, so get ready to screenshot. Anyways, now let's start with the editing. Firstly, add your character and the audio to the CapCut project, and then make sure to remove the background. So go to remove background from a key, and it should look something like this. You don't really have to worry. And then at the start, to make the character go around like this, you need to duplicate this, go to overlay, and then put it right over here, and then make sure that it's like make sure it's right over here, like at the local online. And then you should place the overlay right over the normal, so it looks like the actual clip. And after you get the bacon, it should look like this, so the legs don't show like in the video, in the edit. And then just move it around until okay, wait, I'll need to add you should do like all down to the here. Okay, I'm sorry for explaining really bad. Just watch what I'm doing on my hands, okay? Add it on the beat. I don't really have that many pictures of any avatar, so just get your own ones in place and then do it on the beat. So like it works just like how I did on the video right here. And then you should get your crewmate one, and add all of your characters in, like on the, and you should add all your characters in a line. And you want it to be more smoothly, just add everything, go to animation, and just click on fade out and fade in to every character, so it looks like this. No. And then fade out, so it looks like this. So the thing comes off, and add your characters in a line, just like I did in the video. And if you want it to be more smoothly, just like I said, add the animations, fade out and fade in, so it looks like this. If you look at this bacon right here, so it looks smoothly. And then at the imposter one, I had to crop out because I deleted the picture. Add your imposter. I think it's better to have the one that's like at the front, at the start. So you add to make it more smoothly, just like I said, you can add the fade. Oh yeah, you can also add the fade out to make it more smooth. I'm gonna add the same one right here to show you. And then after you get the imposter, place it in the middle And just as I told you, you can do the, to make it more smoothly, fade in and fade out. So it should look like this. And then you'll add your characters, because I don't have any more. And crewmate. And the imposter. Oh yeah, I forgot to make it on the beat. So right here. And then make it on the beat. Fade, back fade. And then after that, for it to disappear, you should add all your backgrounds for the thing. But make sure to add the one with this button at the end. So for now, you just gotta add these ones. Make sure to not add the same ones again. This one. And then this one. It should have 8 ones because there's 8 characters. And then after, you should do everything the same. Outline these, like crop these so they look like this. And so all of these ones. It doesn't really matter, I think, if you get this one. Just, I don't know if I used that one for my edit. Did I? No, I didn't. So it's basically... Alright, let me look at that. Oh, I accidentally used 2 of them at the same one, but it doesn't really matter. Just add the background that you want as the Among Us one. Here are every one of them, but I'll already show you guys. So it's like this. You'll get one, and then you go to the thing. You should have this added right over here. And then go to remove background. Go right over here. So it looks like this. Wait. And then you should have this right over here. Then the killer that you have. You can also make it smoothly, just as I said, black. And then fade out and fade in. Fade out. And then have your character duplicate or just add a new one. And then add your another target. Like one right here. And then at the end, it's supposed to be right here. Oh yeah, also right here. So and then add the not victim one, like this one, let's just say, because that was in the edit. And then let me just take out the background again. And then you should have right here the character that you want it to be dead. And then right after the thing goes, you need to crop this. Add a red overlay so it covers. Wait. And then after this one, you go to crop. You make this at the half of the body or however you want it to be. And then you get the skeleton one. You right here. you go to crop because I didn't crop it. Also, thank you to the person who said that I like post these for the videos in Instagram. Go to here. If it doesn't look good, then you have to make sure it's an overlay because you need to have it like that. If the overlay is too like up, just bring it a bit down, and then bring the same one a bit down at the normal one, and then you should have it like this, but you want the bone to be at the back, so you go to layers, and then you make sure that it's not at the top of here. You need to make sure that this is at the front, the body. So at the end, oh yeah, I forgot about this. Oh yeah, also please don't insert a one from the actual like this. Also, I don't prefer getting one from like the actual Roblox shop when you try to buy something, because if you have something gray on your avatar, it will probably cross it out, so it'll look like this, just like in here. But make sure that they're also lined up, because you don't want it to look bad. And after the red, oh yeah, also this has to be at the back of the red too. So when it's at the, make sure that it's always like at the, when it's the red one, you're gonna throw it at the start so it doesn't show anything. So it's like just at the start, and then you don't see it, and then it actually turns into a bone because you gotta do it quick. I prefer doing the thing 0.3 seconds because that's what. And you gotta do the rest of them, but different character, like the same killer, but a different character. The same thing. You do it for the 8 ones, and at the end, it has to be this one, this background with the emergency button. So, I'll have to crop this again. Sorry. And I prefer doing it here, like just like how I did in my video. Yeah, but at the end, it should look like this, and then you get your last character. Again, I'm gonna use the one that I already have. Let's just use another different character. This is gonna be the one that's running away. So wait. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, after that, make sure I'm gonna delete all these layers so it's on the music. So it should look something like this for now. Should look something like this, similar to this. This is how your edit should look like for now. And then you add your characters. And then you add your whole crewmates. The imposters. Oh yeah. Make sure that it's on the beat. For now, it should look something like that. I accidentally did 2 more, but make sure it's on the beat. Like that. So at the end, let me just delete these ones so you can see, but you don't delete yours. You do that to all of your clips on the beat, but at the end when it's like, help me, let me, at the end, when it's like this, when you add your overlay and your killer, it's gonna be the last survivor, by the way. It's gonna run saying help me or whatever you want. You don't really have to do it. So it should look something like this. And then you add your text if you want to add it. I prefer going to the font and using like game one. Don't use just use something like this. Because I found one at the... And then look for one that matches a game one. But if you don't really want it, just don't do it. You can use system and then you can go to animations and do typewriter. Help me, and then it goes like that. But make sure that it follows the one, so you can also move the text. And as this one comes out, just after like few seconds, be sure to get your other one, the killer. The killer should be at the back after and coming in like 1 second. And then after this one, it comes right over here. And then it should say... Wait, no, why did I do that? And then it should say lol, or anything that you're gonna do. Let's just do typewriter. Lol. So it's like... Wait, where's the text? Alright. Okay, it's right here. This is gonna be a bit longer. Help me, lol. And then when one of the characters is dead, like right here, take a screenshot of it. Like, crop it a bit. Just where you want it to show. Okay, wait, sorry. It's a bit laggy. A bit confusing. And at the far, I don't know how to say it. Sorry. You go to here. You go to fade in, fade out. And then... and fade out, and then right here, make sure that it fits, and then at the end, the killer, something like that. And then at the end, it should be like this. But also, just as I told you, add the red overlay again. So it's like this. And then at the red overlay, split it. The thing that you want to be dead, and then go to layers, so you know that the red one at the front is at the front, and then crop this one in half. Crop this one in half, and then add the skeleton bone. Let me just duplicate this one so I don't have to crop it again for you guys. Duplicate this, add this, make sure that it's at the person's body, and in here it has to be the front one, has to be at the back again, and this one, like the person that you want to be dead, yeah, this one has to be at the front. And then the bone has to be at the back of it. So it looks like this. And then I prefer exporting it so it doesn't get too messy. So after you exported it, let's just say, okay, after you exported it, let's export this. Am I recording? Yes. Sorry. And then you, let's just, you do this. And then you add your other characters. And then the crew made each characters, like all the 8 ones that are in here. There's supposed to be 8 characters, 1, 2, and then all the 6 more. And then add your crewmate ones. And the one it kills. But at the start, I made it a bit late because I didn't notice it. So right here, you should already start the. It should already be like this. Yeah, and do that for like 8 times. I accidentally didn't do it on time, so the second you start the dun dun and then the kill sounds, it should already be like killed. This should already start at here. But I didn't do it on this right one. And then here. Also make sure that the bone is on the time. And everything like that. And then you add your I'm just adding these ones and make them on beats. I just used electric stretch. And then I finished it like that. So, but it took me a bit long. I don't know why. It took me about 3 hours, but it took pretty long now. But right here, this is the actual edit that I did with a lot more overlays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know where the last one went. Okay, let's just duplicate this and make it like another one. Make it on the beat. And then mine look like this. Let me show you all the effects so you can see the overlays. Yeah, right here, it's flash. Yeah, it's flash, not velocity stretch. So it's flash. Yeah, no more things. Oh yeah, I also used the Please Don't Mind This overlay. I used it as the sound audio I found in YouTube. It's just a Ronaldo edit. So that's it. So it looks like this. This is actually a Ronaldo edit, so please don't mind it. So here's how the edit actually is. So here's how the edit actually looks. I think it's look like this. Oh yeah, and I also forgot to mention that the kill one, you should just add it at here. And then when the red flash goes, make sure that it's at the back of the layer. And then it should pop up a bit. And at the end, it should go back, so it looks like this. It pops up a bit and goes down. And also these things are flash and stretch. So this one's flash, and the other ones is a violet bleed. The first one is flash. Oh my god, what is this? Here is how it should look like. Also add this kill thing, and I wanted to make sure that's at the back of the layer, of the red layer, when the red thing comes up, and I make it pop up a bit when the kill sound comes on. Anyway, so the first one is flash, and then on the second clip, it's velocity stretch. So this is how it should look like. Anyways, thank you for watching it to the end. And also, oh yeah, I forgot. I don't know if make sure that the kill thing pops up if I didn't tell you. Anyways, thank you for watching until the end, and I hope that you guys can edit normally.